Hey guys, this is 7 o'clock in southern Louisiana, and today I'm just gonna kind of do a walk around my greenhouse that I built last October. We had a really big rain, thunderstorm last night, so you see a little wet here. But this greenhouse we built last year, and I spent about $1,000 on it, mostly with just regular treated woods and some greenhouse covering. Because you're walking through here, it's all these plants right here. I'm going to kind of tell you what it is, but it's been here since last October. From the far left here, I do have these starfruit trees here that I purchased about 3 years ago, and I put it in a pot, and one winter I didn't keep it warm enough and it died off. As you can see here, that this is the original stock trees that coming from the grafted trees, but after it died out the next winter it grew back, so I just put it in the ground last spring, and it's been thriving and doing pretty good over here. So, and it stay in the greenhouse over the winter. I keep it at least 50 degrees in this greenhouse with a little gas heater, so it's been doing pretty well here. And then down here I just plant this in the winter, some of this Cacao. This is sweet leaves plants that I put in the ground. I basically I purchased one of these from Florida last year, 3 years ago, and basically this is a plant you can easily propagate them by just cut the plant and stick it in the ground or in a pot with some good soil. I do have some jalapeno here. I put in the ground, some basil, some more basil. This one is ghost pepper plants. I had it on a container last summer, and then in the fall I just decided to put one in the ground to see what it does. Right now in the spring it's trying to come on, so you can see a lot of peppers, flowers here. So hopefully in a few months I should have some more ghost peppers. And I do enjoy hot peppers, and ghost pepper is pretty hot, but it's right in my alley. So we have agave trees here. Once again, it's the same things that the starfruit trees I have. It died off in one winter, and now it's regrowth. It's sending out 3 more stock here, so from one trees. And I don't think this will produce the agave that I expected, because the grafted trees are died off, and this is coming from the root that they grafted to it. So I don't know what kind of agave I'm going to have. And let's moving back here. We got some papaya. I grow from seeds, and I just planted 2 of these in the ground last October, and they're starting to grow much better here in the spring. I'm going to show you the couple more that in the container, and you're going to compare the difference in the container and in the ground. So once again, it's been here in the winter. I keep it at least 50 degrees, so hopefully that maybe this year, next year, I should have some papaya fruits. Okay, and over here I have some more star fruits. This one is the one that is also grafted, but it hasn't died yet, so months ago, and you can see it's growing pretty well. And over here we have Pandan. Use this to grind and get the juice out of these and cook with dessert. So let's move over here. This is my beefsteak tomatoes. I started from seeds, and I started this last December in this greenhouse. I'm going to show you the pot where I grow from seeds. So I took them and transplanted to this pot right here. You have 2 tomatoes here, and right now it's in March, so it's about 3 months old, and it's doing pretty well. Starting to see some flowers, and you can see here you get some tomatoes starting to come out here. And amazingly, if you add fertilizer to it, your plants will make a big difference. Let's move over to the right here. This is some kind of wrinkle kales or something. But this kale right here, they've been growing well. You can see the leaf here is nice and young, and everything that I don't eat, I just basically I break it off, a bunch of these, and I give it to my mom for her chicken. She had a lot of chicken. They love some greens vegetable, you know, green leaves. So, and over here I have some Thai chili, and over here we have some Oregon Sugar Pod what you call it? Sugar Pod, yeah, Oregon Sugar Pod Peas. And I started this about a month ago, and they're starting to go on growing pretty good here. So I got 3 rows. Okay, and here we got some Cacao. Now I had it in a pot like this last winter, and I didn't take care of it much, so it kind of wilted and not doing too well here. I just repotted this about a couple weeks ago, actually a week ago, and hopefully in a few weeks I should see the leaves grow much better than what it is right now. It looks like it's dying, but it should not be. And I have some more. Once again, I have some more Cacao here. One more right here, and just repotted. And in this row of my raised bed in my greenhouse, I have some Swiss chard, red and white Swiss chard. And along over here I have some corn, a row of corn, and that is cherry tomatoes. It's starting to produce the tomatoes right now, but it's been here since last November. As you can see, the plants are, see right here, that's about six feet tall right there. So it's growing a lot, but it still hasn't produced me a lot of fruit yet. But it's probably because it's from the winter. They're not going to produce any fruit in the winter that much. And hopefully in a few months I should have some more. Right here we got some more beefsteak tomato. Once again, it's in the container. Doing pretty well here too. And let's move over here. This is one of my pride and joy, is the Dragonfruit. It's growing, and as you can see here, I had it in a container about 2 years ago, and I kind of neglected. I don't give a lot of compost or fertilizer. And last year I started to put in a bigger container, and I've been putting a lot of fertilizer, compost, and it is growing pretty well here. You see here is how it more small dragon fruit to branch out here. Now right now I had it climbing on this little PVC pipe that I put last year, and that one right there is currently hanging from the gas pipe. Yeah, I run a gas pipe all the way from my house over here, so I can put a gas heater to keep the greenhouse cool, warm. That is actually a coconut plants right there. It's actually an actual coconut plant. It's not a palm trees. My brother bought this from Florida. He gave it to me because he don't have the time or the place to soar, because they will die in the winter. So I've been growing that about 3 years now, 3 or 4 years now, and you can see that it's a big start, you know, big trunk. I put it in a little of you know, trash can that I bought from Lowe's, and I'm gonna keep it low. I'm gonna try to see if I can cut it and keep it low, because this thing will grow fast. But you want to keep it in a container so it don't grow bigger and taller, because I can't have a greenhouse that tall to, you know, fit this coconut trees. But anyway, let's move back here so you can see this. This is my jackfruit tree right here. It's a small jackfruit tree. It's about 3 years old. I've been having this in a container. Once again, I just put this in the ground about 6 months ago, and right now you can see it start growing pretty well here. You can see some small branches growing out here. Now it takes a long time before the jackfruit can produce any fruits, but once again, I'm not going to be able to let it grow all the way up there. So once it gets high enough all the way up there, I'm going to try to cut it so it stay low. Alright, let's move over here. This is some of my plants I just bought from eBay. I just repotted. This is one of the cacao plants. This thing will produce a cacao fruit, and you can use that seed to produce chocolates. That's where your chocolate came from. And once again, it's just a small plant, and that is another cacao. So it takes a long time, maybe a few years, before I can see any cacao fruit coming out of that plant. But you gotta keep it warm. And over here, just a little Vietnamese herbs. I don't know what the name that is, but we kind of use this a lot with eating salads. And here is another herbs that I'm gonna put the name on in the video later, but we use this a lot with our soup and stuff like that. Alright, and here we have some pineapples that I purchased online in eBay. I purchased on eBay, I pay about $21 and I get 4 pineapples. And this one actually has 2, but I'm going to leave it right here because it's too small I don't want to divide it, so I don't want it died out. But eventually the pineapple will grow up and produce a fruit. You cut the fruit off, it produces more baby-like shoot like this. Alright, and here we have a tamarind tree, tamarind plants. Once again, it's on eBay. All these plants from in this area I just recently purchased on eBay. That tamarind, I never have success with tamarind. I bought one I grew last year, and it kind of died out. It don't like the cold, so you got to keep it warm, at least 50 to 60 degrees. So hopefully this greenhouse will take care of that. And some more tomatoes. Over there, some more tomatoes. And down here we have another lychee. Once again, I grow from seeds and I put it in the ground. So this leaf right here just grow this past months, about a month ago. So it's starting to grow this. And over here we have some star apples. This is a tropical fruits, and it's about 18-20 inches long, tall. So it take about a few years, at least 3 years, if I keep it alive, about 3 years, 4 years before I get any fruit out of this. This is I don't know what the name of this is, but maybe I'll show you a picture of this. But it's another tropical fruit. And here's we got some more tomato. Now this big tomato has been grown here vigorously in the greenhouse. See some young shoot coming out here, and we got some first tomato that about ping pong ball size now. We got some more tomato over here and here, and down here I have some more tomatoes that's growing, and it's in March, so Anything grow in March is awesome. Alright, down here we got some herbs, some peppermint, some mint, some peppermints that I put in the container here. I've been using this for, you know, our salads and stuff like that. I forgot what this name is, but it's produced green sour fruits, some kind of sour apples or something. But I'm going to show you a picture. Maybe I'll put up a name. But I've been growing this about 3 years. Just put this in the ground last year, and it don't like the cold. You got to keep it at least 70 degrees, and so that it stays growing. If not, the leaf just fall off, and it will regrow again. So it continues to regrow every year. So it's not too hard for plants to grow. All right, let's move over here now. I don't know if you can see anything here, but that is cassava. Bought that on eBay, about $14. They sent me about 12 or 13 cutting. So I just put this actually about 3 or 4 days ago, and you can see it's growing a little branch right here already. So eventually it's going to come up and grow, and maybe in fall or November I should have some cassava roots. Over here, this is recently bought. It's Mahoy banana, and I bought this in the on eBay. Just put it in about a week ago, so it took a while before I can get some banana out of these. And over here, some more cassava here, and over here. So basically, I put about 5 cutting of cassava down. So starting to grow here. Over there, that is a passion fruit, purple passion fruit. That one I just bought it on lodgies.com and cost me about $15. I just put it in that pot yesterday. And over here in the container, I bought it last week on eBay. This cost me $100, including shipping. Cost me $100, and this is a grafted mango trees. You see all the flowers there? This is grafted from the trees that already has fruit. So I'm expecting some, maybe at least some kind of mango this year with all these flowers. And that, I don't want to let that plant die because that cost me $100. It's expensive. And over here is not a mango tree that I eat and put the seed and grow from the seed about 4 or 5 years ago. It died out one winter, and then it regrow back, but I haven't seen any flowers since, so I'm not excited about that. Okay, and let's take a look to the right here. This is the Vietnamese Thailand elephant ears. This is actually a kind of elephant ears that you can eat. You can cut the stalk here and peel up the skin and eat that either in the soup or, you know, in a salad. So we do eat this a lot. So I can see it grow a lot here, and if I need to take some of this young sucker out so that it can get more energy to the mother plants, because I don't need too many sucker here. But anyway, all right, move over here. Aloe vera. I didn't take care of it too well, so it didn't do too well. It don't like the heat though. A few weeks ago it get hot, and the whole plant's kind of trying to die out. And a few days ago, you know, we had a lot of rain here, so it's been shaded, so it's starting to have some green leaves again. Some more herbs over here. Now this is a papaya I told you in earlier, the beginning of this video. I grow from seeds in a container, and compare this to the one I put in the ground. The one in the ground currently grow much better, obviously, you know. Some more herbs, basil, and this is a curry. Actually, what's this? Is cinnamon. This is the cinnamon plants that I just bought from Lodges.com. Now over here is a set of plants that I just repotted yesterday. I bought from Lodges.com. So we have some cinnamon plants here. Now let's see what I got here. Some Barbados cherries. We got some curry plants right here. And over here we got some what we got? Australian beach cherries, and that's the miracle fruits. That one cost me $40 from Lodges.com. Okay, and down here just another raised bed. I have some lettuce. And can anybody tell me what this is? This is growing around my house everywhere, and we don't eat this. I don't know what that is, but it's like weed, you know, it's growing everywhere. I don't know. I look online. It kind of look like minor lettuce. I don't know if that is something you can eat, but it's growing everywhere, and I kind of hate it. You know, see down here, they grow everywhere, and it's hard to kill them because they have a root system that they grow everywhere. So, and right here I got some amaranths. I already have some seeds. So now this plant right here, once you grow these plants, this vegetable right here, if we go into seed, it will grow wild. You know, you're going to take over your yard. I'm going to show you later in the on that side right there. I'm going to show you how to take over my raised bed. Anyway, right here we got some basil, Italian basil, some more lettuce, beets that I just put on the ground. I grew from seeds about 3 weeks ago. I'm not sure what the name this is, but we actually use this to cook as a soup or a salad. Alright. See, I hate slug and snail. I can't get rid of them. Anybody can tell me an idea how I get rid of them? They take over my plant, you know, vegetable garden here. And I just hate it. Alright, let's move over here. Right here I got another dragon fruits, and once again, dragon fruits are easy to propagate. You cut you make a cut right here and just put that in the ground, and they grow back easily without any worry about that. You know, you have to take care of it. Just put a little water, they will regrow. And I had this put in the ground about 6 months ago, and as you can see, it's doing pretty good here. And eventually I'm going to let it climb all over my greenhouse top here. Alright. And this is some more plants that from Lodges.com that I haven't transferred to a different pot yet. But this one is actually let's see, a citrus. Oh yeah, this it's actually a clementine orange. It's a small citrus that produces sour fruits. And I have some Persian lime over here. And what we got here? Some black peppers. Yeah, we got some black peppers. We got some Australian finger limes. And over here is something I'm excited about because I do drink a lot of teas. So we have some camellias and this is teas, and eventually I'm gonna grow this so I can get some harvest some of the tea leaves here and brew my own teas. Now this is the tomato that I grow from seeds, and I just got no more spot to plant this, and that is from seeds, and I haven't been able to take this out from the container here, and it's still doing pretty well here. We got flowers here too. So you compare these to the one that I take out and put in the containers. You see how this only one tomato in one container, and that's a bunch of tomatoes trying to fight out for nutrients, you know. So you see the leaves are much different. Alright, I move it over to the right here. We got some more wrinkle kales or colors, I think kales. Yeah, and once again I grew this last summer. It's been in here. It's grown wonderful here. Usually we eat this with some Vietnamese hot pot. We just dip in a nice hot pot soup and eat them. But the older one, once again, I break it off and give to my mom for chicken. Got some habaneros, hot peppers, some Tabasco peppers, and some more amaranth. Down here I have some onions, spring onions that I grow from seeds. And over here I have about 4 more rows of tomatoes. Corn. And remember I told you about amaranths? Once they go to seed, they just regrow. You don't have to replant them at all. They just falling off and they're gonna regrow to take over your yard. But the good thing is, better than weed, is that you can eat this. So you can pick this off and eat them without hating them too much like grass. And I have some cucumber here that I grew about 2 months ago from seeds, and it's been producing some fruits here in the greenhouse, and it's starting to grow much better here in spring weather. Some more pandan leaves, some more Cacao. I'm not sure what the name of that herb is. We use this to cook it with hot and sour soup here. And that is some kind of citrus. I forgot what the name of that is, but some citrus fruit, some more Vietnamese herbs, and some more dragon fruits. So let's kind of turn around. Quick recap of what I have here. Yeah, I can show you around here what I have all in my greenhouse here. That's the gas heater that I'm using to heat the greenhouse last winter, and eventually next winter I'm gonna put some twin wall poly panel up here, so it keep more heat in the greenhouse. Right now you see the plastic, I have a plastic problem where I didn't stretch it. Actually it was really hot about a couple weeks ago, so I kind of removed the plastic at the bottom, so it's not securely tight. So that's why when the rain last night, it gave me that little water pouch right there. So that twin wall poly panel shouldn't have that problem. So it's just to keep for one winter, and hopefully next winter I should have a better roof. But this heat keep this whole greenhouse about 50 degrees at night last winter. So next winter I should have another one over there. So I want to keep it at least 70 degrees. Because some of these tropical plants here don't like anything below 60. So there you go. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe, and I'm gonna do some more updates of my garden in a few weeks. Thank you.